And recording, which means that we are good to begin. Which means we will start with our roleplay warm up before diving into our recap and our session. So, warm up for tonight is, what color would you use to describe yourself and why?
I'll go first. Theod would use the color dark blue to describe himself, being as it's the color of the night sky. Some might say that black is the best color to wear when desiring to go unseen after the sun sets, but Theod knows from his experience as a burglar that the color of the night sky is the best way to hide.
I can go next. So Harhar would pick neon green, color of energy and vitality and brightness and youth. And if you stare at it too long, it might just drive you mad. It also is the color of an Eldritch Jester's beautiful hair, and that's just lovely.
Um, Elytra actually is dark green, like a deep green, because it's the color of forests and nature. It's like comforting. It's kind of in the background. It doesn't really clash with things, but it's also typically not the center of attention. And I live in the forest, and I like forest colors.
Yes, I'll go next. If Lara had to choose a color that represents her, she would choose purple because she is purple. Also, violet sounds like violence. And while I don't think she'd look into it much beyond that, I think it fits. Purple is a blend of red and blue, which is the perfect intersection between high energy impulsiveness and calm professionalism. Violet, a shade of purple, sits at the highest frequency of visible light. It has the most energy, just like Lara.
And for Ellery. The color Ellerine used to describe herself is marigold. It's sunny and warm and a little fiery too, just like her. So, now that we're a little more comfortable in our characters, who would like to give the recap this week? Any takers? Any volunteers? It doesn't have to be great. You'll get a +1 no matter what.
I don't want to have a monopoly on the recap, so waiting for someone else to volunteer.
Honestly, you do such a good job. I'm I'm not mad about you doing it because it helps me remember what happened too.
I can if no one else wants to.
Do it.
Ashley? Oh,
No,
okay.
but
You're being
so
enabled.
I will, I am being enabled, or she's being enabled, one of the two. Just to do it next time. How's that? But I don't think the lapse in my memory for a little bit of last time would be appropriate.
Okay, I can do it this time. Let me get turned to the right spot in my book here. Okay, we arrive at the hearth. Lara drinks with Dare Bear. He is unpleasant. Uh, she notices his tongue is black like Genesi's was. That's all I wrote down from my conversation because I was talking and not writing things down. He said some pretty upsetting things though. Um, oh, I was about to read my current theory. That's not something we discussed in the session, so I'll just skip right over that. Um, Har Har was playing some tunes in the hearth, and I think at one point it was Sweet Caroline. on some drums. And after Alara was talking with Daryl, um, she was trying to remember the fact about the black tongue, and Elytra gave her a Waffle House goodberry that was savory to try and help. Daryl had a bunch of theories about maybe which one of the great readers could have done it. Sorry, Siri thinks I'm talking to them, and I am not. Afterwards, we go back to our rooms to spend our first night at Candlekeep. When we wake up in the morning, there is a kerfuffle at the bathhouse. Kai and 3 watchers show up. There is a dwarf and a distraught turtle named Jacinta, who had found a body when she arrived at the bathhouse. Upon further inspection, we realize it's Daryl, who seems to have drowned in the bath. There's traces of vomit. His tongue is not black anymore. He seems to have drowned around midnight or in the early morning hours, but suffered a heart attack before drowning. Harhar casts Speak with Dead. We ask what the last thing he remembers was. He says relaxing with the golden ass. We ask if the golden ass has a name. He says you already know it. We ask him what it is. He says the golden ass. It was a very circular conversation. We asked if he and this individual had been relaxing in a romantic way, and he replied, it isn't very romantic, but it is a great adventure. We asked if he saw anybody on his way to the bathhouse, and he said no, it was empty. He came for peace. Lara looks for a wine bottle called the Golden Ass, but doesn't have any luck. Everyone tries to remember if they've seen someone with a golden ass and has no luck. The turtle mentioned she saw a book. Theod goes in and finds it, and it is titled The Golden Ass. We then go to talk to Bookworm at the chapter house. Tadric comes in, breathless, distressed. Apparently the gate warden's missing. He hasn't been seen all morning. He's not replying to any sendings. I think it was Harhar that noticed his expression is guarded when he is talking to Bookworm. Lara was suspicious that our attention is being intentionally drawn elsewhere, but we eventually go with Tadric to the gate warden's apartments at Ellarine's request. The door is locked, and Tadric dispels an arcane lock. And then Theod pretty much just looks at the door and it opens. He got a natural 20 on his lockpicking check. The apartment seems strangely quiet. Elytra investigates. She also gets a nat 20, finds a paper on his desk that says, meet me at the Padamore at midnight. Let none see you, and it was just signed with the letter S. There's a chest in a cabinet that's arcanely trapped. We learned from Tadric that the Pont de Paramore... Oh yeah, Padamore was my attempt to understand what it was called, but it's Pont de Paramore is a bridge that lovers like to hang out at. We head to the bridge. Lara notices one of the rails has been smashed by something. Theod notices tiger-sized claw marks and 2 sets of booted footprints in the snow next to the bridge, I think on the bank of the water body stream thing. Near the rail that's broken, but on the planks of the bridge, Elytra spots some blood. She tastes it, let us know that it's human. There's no signs of any animal footprints. The claws just suddenly appear. We notice that there's a waterfall not too far downstream. Theod goes over to the snow with the claw marks and sees a broken lead chain links buried in slush. Tadric's brow furrows when Theod declares a clue and mentions that things are being put into perspective, whatever that means. We go back to Bookworm and Tadric tells her that we suspect the gate warden is most likely no longer with us. Bookworm, I guess, thinks this is a great time to mention that there's a basketball tournament about to start. Apparently, it happens on the 2nd of every month. Should be happening shortly. Most everyone will be there. She invites us to join her as either spectators or participants. The game consists of trying to get a ball into a casket. It's described as being brutal. Magic is not allowed. Uh, Physical violence is allowed, but only under certain circumstances. We head to the Oval Theater, which is where it's happening. There's a young dragonborn calling out for one more team, and we volunteer to be that team. And Ellarine casts Longstrider on Lara, and that's where we ended.
That was plus 700 right there.
I will say that is a full +3 to be used at any point
Oh,
during
thank
this
you.
session.
I'm sure I will use it on one of our various roles for this game.
There is going to be a lot of rolls in this particular session, I know that much. So, as we come back to Candlekeep, there is a casket ball tournament about to begin. As you have signed up a full team of 5, the Dragonborn that has been calling every team into attendance will hand your group a set of cassocks, and you would notice, of course, the other teams as they're around have their own as well. But as you are perhaps not often playing casketball, you don't have your own personalized cassocks as the other teams do. These ones are ratty, they're brown in color. They're very soft to the touch because they've been worn so often, but they are ill-fitting. And after who knows how many washes, they must be countless, there's still a musky, sweaty scent that lingers in the fabric.
Yeah, worn worse, sure. Covered in beast guts, whatever.
Harhar just, puts it on, kind of ties it like it's a tube top, and is just working it.
Do they have something for a small creature?
Yes, they would have ones that are suitable for a small sized stature.
Good, because I was gonna cut it if it wasn't.
So, is a cassock like a robe? Like,
Ye- It's like
what is it?
So a cassock is like what monks or priests wear. It's like
Okay,
full robe.
okay, great. Lara's immediately cinching the waistband as high as possible so it doesn't impact her mobility.
like the look of this. I have a better one. We'll do this. We'll just do it this way. Alright. This will have to work as our oval theater. But as you're all sort of, you see the same young black dragonborn beginning to settle up the hanging sort of boards that denote who is going to be who is going up against who in the matches. So you had given Nax, this Dragonborn's name, the name for your team as the Investigators last time. Now would be, if you'd like to change it, now would be the time to let Nax know.
Guys, I've been thinking about it. Do you know what would be a really cool team name? The Tome Raiders.
I just hold a thumbs up.
Then I'd be known as Lara, Tome Raider.
Oh my god, I love it.
That's really original. That's cool.
But we can totally go with the.
Theod will copy the thumbs up from Eliatra.
Lara's gonna feel a little guilty about it, but she's gonna go up to Nax and be like, "Hey, we got a new name. Be known as the Tome Raiders, please."
As long as you're not creating a whole sentence, as you say that, you notice Nax's attention goes to dough or donut. That is the question.
I ain't got time for a whole sentence.
Neither do I. And we'll just take the sort of plaque that you can see is like a chalkboard, had the investigators written on it, and just wipes it down and writes Tomb Raiders.
Yeah, we're not a mid 2000 emo song. We're not a whole sentence as a title.
Did your lawyers make you change the name of this song?
Yes.
Oh. Alright. So, as you see the matches go up, you notice that your first game isn't until the third match, where you will be going against the Stone Cold Quillers. And as you glance across the different groups here, you'd see that they're sort of noting who's going where, and the first group goes out. This is Girls Avowed versus Doe or Donut. That is the question. And you're able to watch the first match as it goes down. It is a sort of a brutal scene. Fast-paced. As soon as the ball is in play, you can see the teams become, focused on it. Most of this match is neck and neck between Girls Avowed and Doe or Donut. But eventually, the team that comes out on top is Doe or Donut. That is the question. Moving them to the semifinals. Much the same, the second match, starts off very intense, between Quill or Be Quilled and the Candle Vandals. Watching this, you notice the Candle Vandals slip into more underhanded tactics as their go-to. Nothing against the rules per se, but definitely on the side of dirty fighting. But Quill or Be Quilled, young, athletic group of scholars, they don't let that stop them. They take the win from the Candle Vandals, and will bring us then to match 3, where our Tome Raiders go against Stone Cold Quillers. And you can see that this team is tall, is the first impression, as it is primarily comprised of Goliath strongmen and women. Which means we get to make our first set of rolls. And I think we need some more upbeat music for this.
Jay, will you go over the rules one more time?
I will go over the rules one more time. So, the way that we will mechanically go over the game of Casket Ball will be a roll of 5 contested checks from each of you for the round. This will be 2 strength athletics checks, a straight dexterity, a straight constitution, and a straight wisdom. Now, I will let you decide, of course, how your mechanics look as far as flavor text, what you're doing. But do remember that per the rules of Casket Ball, no magic is allowed. You are not allowed to use closed fists, headbutts, deliberate arm breaks, or eye gouges. But anything else seems to be fair game, as long as you advance the ball towards your opponent's casket and keep your opponent from getting the ball into the casket you protect.
Question.
Answer.
Would you consider Bardic Inspiration a spell?
It is not a spell, but I would say that it is magical in nature.
So is that against the rules?
The rules dictate that no magic is allowed, not that no spells are allowed.
Thank you. That is what I am asking.
You said no deliberate arm breaking, no closed fist hitting, and no eye gouging.
No closed fists, no headbutts, no deliberate arm breaks, no eye gouges. You have
Okay,
seen
forgot
that it
about the
is a contact sport.
Nothing
Okay.
against shooting arrows.
I mean, not in the rules,
with the
but it sure soon will
I mean,
be.
I won't shoot them
With
into
the
anyone's
weapon,
eyes
it's
or
not
anything.
supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna pin people with their clothes and stuff, you know, to the ground. Or whatever. I don't know. We'll see what I do.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Alright. So. This will we'll start off with your first round of athletics checks.
So is everyone making every check, or
everyone,
just like
yeah, everyone
okay.
makes every check, and then it's the totals at the end that affect your standing.
23.
Nine.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that nat one.
Ah!
Yeah, go for it. Oh, look at that.
Oh, and I got a nat 20.
Alright.
Well, that was a good use of inspiration.
Can't get much better.
Can I get an inspiration for using my inspiration so early?
No.
I'm just kidding.
You gotta wait for that one. Alright.
Is everyone else inspired by the fact that Eliatra looked like she was gonna stumble, but somehow turned it into something amazing?
It's
That's pretty
because the elf was in the audience.
No, we've determined last session that
I know. I'm just kidding.
yeah. Eliatra thinks she sees Fushadi for a moment.
Is that what makes me stumble or what makes me stop stumbling?
You decide.
Both.
Alright, let's get our second athletics checks.
That's really bad for Lara. That's a 14.
Well, it's better than a 0.
My computer's being silly. Give me a second.
Look, at least it wasn't a negative number, okay?
I don't think with a negative one you can get into negatives, but we can always change that. I'm okay with throwing out debuffs. Alright, so...
Oof, guys.
Remember, it's the culmination of all rolls, so you're still good as we roll into our dexterity checks. Straight checks just go off of your stat block at the top, over whatever you're rolling from.
15.
Oh, you rolled strength, not dex.
Oh, damn. I was wondering why I was +4. 12.
Natural 1 for a 5. From the Dex character.
Yeah, I noticed that.
$23.
Hell yeah.
The other Dex character.
Yep.
Mm.
Alright. And then our constitutions.
21.
Hell yeah. And then our last check is going to be the wisdom.
That's a big old 4.
17.
Alright.
8.
So, as these rolls symbolize not just your running up and down the oval theater here, but also your application of tactics, your resilience from the other team's strikes, moving quickly, and I'd like to know how you describe your efforts here.
Theod's using his climb speed and acrobatics where he can to bite people's ankles or faces as a means of distraction. The other team.
Glad you clarified.
Just in case. No biting was not in the rules.
That is correct. No biting was not in the rules.
Lara is running around everywhere, and she's like tackling people that might have the ball, or if there's someone coming up to her, she slaps them real hard into tomorrow, and then like uses her tail to like trip people. She's just all over the place.
Our is flirting with anyone she's not running. That's not for her. She's not strong. Keep the ball away, thank you. She's literally just, oh, you're over here? That's lovely. You're so strong.
I feel like Eliatra gets like one really good hit in, or like one really good tackle with that nat 20, and then is like, ow, I'm not built for this, and then starts darting around instead. And I feel like sort of, if you want to say essentially like using my bonus actions to like direct Bandit to like fly in people's faces, not like peck them or anything, but just like be in their faces to like distract them. Squawk, you know?
Yeah.
I
And
might shoot an arrow if that's allowed, and like, I don't know, try to pin someone's pant leg to the ground, you know?
oh, I feel like that happens, and then there is a ruling that must be discussed after your match on the use of weaponry in these in the games because it has not happened before.
Yeah. You didn't specify.
uh, but it comes out very
Right.
close. However, your team does win the match.
Hell yeah.
And during the sort of match, post match sort of rules calibration or deliberation. You kind of coming down from the high. You all notice, of course, the bruises that are now dotted along your body. Har takes 1 bludgeoning damage. Iod takes 1 bludgeoning damage. Lara takes 3 bludgeoning damage. Eliatra takes 4. And Ellarine also takes 4 bludgeoning. Aside from this, Eliatra and Lara would notice no longer in the immediate vicinity, heading back towards Exaltation, you would see Bookworm with her work making her way back inside, having watched the first few rounds of the games going on out here.
Lara's just gonna lean into the group and just be like, I thought she was supposed to be doing her work out here. And she'll point to where Bookworm is moving back inside.
Maybe she's cold?
She's not running around like you guys are, so easier to catch a chill.
How long until our next match?
Seeing that you're the winners, not very long at all. You've got one more match after you to determine who you're going up against, and then the semifinals will do a coin toss for which of the two of you will go first. So, as soon as 10 more minutes from now, or as far as 20. Not long, terribly.
Is Jitters still around? Could we send
I was
him
gonna say, where's
to jail
Butler?
her? Because she was the one that asked us to participate and said we should participate or at least watch. I'm wondering if she was trying to get us out here.
Ooh, can I send Bandit with Jitters?
Sure.
It's a clue. Theod, it's a clue.
Yeah. Me follow?
No, no.
5 minutes.
If you're gonna go sneak off, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on you.
Well, that's a self spell, so you'd have to sneak off as well.
Oh, it is. Hmm. I don't know. We could sync watches and try to be back.
I can send a message to the butler and see where he is and tell him to go.
Oh, you can see him. He's out here watching the.
Message him anyway.
Message him anyway.
Like we don't talk to the staff. We just mentally.
I will message him. Hold on. Do I have a word limit?
6 seconds, so whatever you can fit in that.
Butler, follow Bookworm. Report back in 10 minutes. Now.
He looks at you from like
I also
10
message
feet
him and say,
away.
"Bandit's coming with me."
You see him from like 10 feet away, like just looking at you.
I just go,
Leandro, you said you were sending a message too?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bandit's coming with you. And then I'm gonna say out loud to Bandit, and then he would also hear because he's close enough to hear. I'd say, Bandit, go with the butler.
Fembris sort of gives a heavy sigh, and it's like, my favorite team was just about to play.
Oh, I'm pretty sure your favorite team just played.
Damn. I feel like I'm not used to being in like a social group, and I'm kind of being absorbed into this one. So I'm just like, yeah, this is what we do, right?
How far away is he?
Fembris? 10 feet.
I would like to use my stink eye on him. Can I get a charisma saving throw?
Oh my gosh. Y'all are just
This might be
bullying this man.
counterproductive.
Alright, let me get a... Do-do-do-do. Where is Fembris's? Um, I hate it's literally added. Hold on.
Also, Finverse, you better not kill my bird. But if you do, bring him back because I can raise him.
Why would I kill Bandit?
No, I don't mean. I mean, like, don't get him killed. Rather.
Okay. Alright. That's what I thought. Okay, cool.
You can do it, Jitters.
You said charisma save?
Yeah, please.
You got a 7.
He fails. He has disadvantage on his next ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
You.
Oh, I guess it's just in
So-
the next 6 seconds.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
when he's trying to make a perception check for us or something.
In the next 6 seconds.
He just sounds like when he says like I wouldn't get Bandit killed, it doesn't sound very convincing. He sounds pretty shaken.
Well, bring him back at least. He's technically a magically summoned creature, so I can magically resurrect him if he died within the last hour, or he'll pop back up on my next long rest. But I don't like him dying. He doesn't like it either. He's not a fan.
I mean, he just sort of like puffs his chest out a bit. But with that, Fembris sort of skulks off, following after Bookworm. So, as you wait for Fembris to come back, you watch the next match, which is between the Relentless Tossers and Scribal Warfare. Um, Relentless Tossers are these middle-aged veteran players. You can see that the way they approach is very familiar, organized. They know each other and they know the game. Whereas Scribal Warfare seems to be a sort of mishmash. You spot a tabaxi, a wood elf, an owlin, two goblins. And as the match takes off, while our Scribal Warfare is very agile, very quick on their feet, the Relentless Tossers' application of more hands-on tactics gets them the win. As we come to the semi-finals, round 2. Dough or donut, that is the question, goes up against Quill or be Quilled. Whereas our Tome Raiders go up against the Relentless Tossers. Meaning that as Max sort of grabs the two bracket teams coming forward, he looks to all of you and, alright, I need you guys to call heads or tails for which set of you guys go first.
I just reflexively say tails because that's an animal word. I mean, heads are too, but
Do animals not have heads?
listen.
I like tails. I have a tail. Laura has a tail.
Me too.
Theod checks for a tail. He's never checked before. There's no tail.
At least none that Theod can see. The tail is behind
Noted.
you. You might not be able to see it.
Running in a circle.
Yeah.
If I see you checking, I'm going to say to you in Goblin, you don't have a tail, Theod.
Theod stops spinning and nods in thanks. No words back though.
The Relentless Tossers, well, they seemed a little miffed at how quick there was, with no deliberation between the because you're both going at the same time. They accept the tails, call. They're not picky, which leaves the others with heads, and I'm just gonna do a little coin toss. And heads will go first. So, that means that Doe or Donut and Quill or be Quilled step into the grounds, and as that game takes off, Fembris would find your group. I came back within the 10 minutes, like I was told to. And Bandit's, like, flying over his shoulder. Bandit has also returned.
Well, I'll check with Bandit after because I can't cast magic right now. I'm just automatically trusting Bandit's word more than Fembris's word.
So, I talked to Bookworm, about, where she was going, and she just said that she's heading back inside. It was getting too rowdy for her to focus. Which sounds about right. There has been a lot of cheering and like hoopla during the match. Like it's not just golf claps and whatnot. People get very invested into basketball.
Were you asked to talk to Bookworm, or were you asked to follow Bookworm and look with your eyeballs?
I was gonna say that.
He was asked to follow. Follow.
She's just heading back to Exaltation. There wasn't a lot to see.
Butler. Follow.
It's okay, guys. We can talk to Bandit later, see what he noticed.
So
And I just turn to Bandit and coo at him and say, "You're such a good boy for talking to people."
Jitters, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
that feels worse.
Good.
Why are we so mean to this It's me above table. Why are we so
I
bad to
remember
this
I literally what's going through my head is, God, why am I a mean girl right now?
We just kind of randomly decided we didn't like him. He didn't do anything wrong.
He's
I
just
believe Ellerine. Ellerine started this towards him.
he's
Ellery was mildly unimpressed with him, and then we turned that into
Listen,
It's-
Lara gave him an
it's funny, though.
affectionate nickname. She doesn't give terms of endearment to people she doesn't like.
I'm not complaining. I just think it's funny and pointing it out.
man gets sick at a murder scene once, and it's the blackest mark on his whole career.
Nicknames have come from less.
True.
All right.
Now look, Ellery just thought he was mildly incompetent. That's all. It's just, he was supposed to be this guide, and then she's like, I don't know, like he fumbled a lot, and then like, okay, never mind. It's fine.
All right. As there, as the match, as Fembris walks away, dejected. I would say that Eliatra, Ellerine, and Lara would notice that as he moves into the crowd, he moves further away than where he was when you had called him in action, and actually is now speaking to um, another purple tiefling. This one quite a bit younger than Lara. Probably somewhere around 18, 17, 18 area. She also seems to be an acolyte. But
I have not canonically said how old Lara was, but love that she's much younger than me at 17 and
I,
18.
I correct me if I'm wrong, but like Lara gives like, you know, late 20s vibes.
Thinking like early mid 20s, like 24.
Oh, well, unfortunately,
But
I got like 26, 27 vibes out of Lara.
okay, well,
I mean, it's not bad.
okay. Moving on. Is she hotter than me too? What else are you gonna
You're
tell
so
me that's
you're so
upsetting about this
I,
purple tiefling?
you're so pretty.
hotness is subjective. I've got people in this chat that, you know, have dubbed a cat sexy that I've portrayed. Like,
Jitters has a replacement.
so.
Oh, you're way prettier and stronger.
Stronger than her.
Oh, most
That's true.
definitely. She's very much like, you know, twig. No muscle at all. So, the match between Quill or Be Quilled and Doe or Do Not, Doe or Donut, ends with Doe or Donut uh, taking the lead once more. Um, and that means it is time for our Tome Raiders versus our Relentless Tossers.
Sorry, I missed it. Who won the other one? Doe or, doe or donut?
Doe or
Do
Donut.
or donut?
Doe or Donut.
Doe or donut.
Yep.
Female
Fall Out Boy.
song. Yeah.
And we're up against the relentless tossers.
You are up against the Relentless Tossers. I just want to see if I've got the thing. I think I do. Alright. So. Once more, we've got our 5 rolls to go through. 2 athletics, then dex, then con, then wisdom. Start off with athletics 1.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. Oh,
Another nat 20.
Look at that.
We got some twinsies.
You guys, I broke a nail.
All right. Athletics number 2. The Broken Ale this turn.
21.
All right. And then our dexterity check, please. Oh no. Leatra.
I got rattled by hitting someone too hard with that nat 20.
Con saves? Or not saves, checks. Ooh. Getting ahead of myself.
Damn. Ooh, that's terrible. That's a 9.
I feel like I should probably almost bruising damage at the end
Jeez.
for
God almighty.
these.
All single digits for these con saves.
Yeah, these
Or
con
con
checks.
Guys,
check.
we're not used to this. They look like they train.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, the target dummies don't hit back.
I'm used to sitting in like a tree for like hours waiting for a deer to walk by.
All right, and then
Real-time
wisdom.
contact, not really.
10. I think that might be better than last
Okay,
time.
Fine.
18.
Alrighty. So, as before, go ahead, describe what your actions look like during this match. They did decide that, weaponry is not allowed.
Boo.
Well, I broke a nail early on, and then I just decided to pout and start slinging vicious words without using the vicious mockery spell, but really, really want to. But I still have some very choice words to say.
It just hurt everyone's feelings without actually hurting them.
And I'm holding back so much.
Instead of going for ankles, Theod's going for knees this time.
Lara will mix things up a little bit. She'll try and throw people off by just laughing and just being like she's having a blast. Maybe that'll be unsettling. Instead of like yelling, she's just laughing. She'll like grab people's cassocks that are in front of her and just yank back on them so they fall over and just be a presence. The field.
That's pretty much Elarine's plan, is be annoying. So she's not really a very sporty person, so this is foreign territory for her.
Okay.
And she definitely makes sure that Fenris is watching, though, if he does something cool.
Just feel something cool in like the energy of the force, and it's like Fenris.
Like, throws him a wink, and like,
Laura's definitely working out some aggression from Purple Tiefling 2.0.
All right. As the match goes on, as the air gets colder and it's a little harder to breathe with the exertion and breathing in that cold air, unfortunately, our relentless tossers do get the better of our Tome Raiders. You made it to the semifinals, but unfortunately, the veteran team got the upper hand. That puts the Relentless Tossers and Dough or Donut going against each other head to head. But as you step off the grounds of the tournament, Har takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage this round. Theod takes 4. Lara takes 2. Elytra takes 4. And Ellerine takes 1.
Well, if we're done, I'm going to talk to Bandit.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like Elytra was definitely trying her best, but isn't that like competitive of a person in that way.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really hang around other people, so she's just kind of like, well, we tried anyway.
So, as your group sort of pulls away, of course, whenever Elytra's ready, you can converse with Bandit.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Speak with the Animals.
Okay. Well, that was a rousing spectacle.
See me body that guy in the first game. That was pretty good.
You were very much like the mountain lions that we've seen.
Yeah. So what was the dragon up to?
As the awkward one claimed, she seemed to be finding someplace not as rowdy.
Okay. How was Fembris when you were with him? Was he acting like normal? Weird?
He was As far as I've seen him, quite the same, though talked much of missing the game. I guess he wanted to watch more of the pouncings.
Well, we lost anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, huh?
You were doing, from what I could see, much better, more natural than some of the others. They seemed not mountain lion like.
Thanks, bud. I'm gonna summon him a rat for my hat.
You pull her rat out and bandits on it. But since you are not partaking in the finals, if you wish to duck out early, you could also go see what Bookworm was up to yourself.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take the cassock off and just kind of drop on the table where that one dragonborn was, and look at Theod and say, "Should we go sneak somewhere?"
Yeah, sneak.
Okay. Well, if we're sneaking now, I'm gonna cast Pass Within a Train.
Is everyone sneaking?
So we all get. Well, anyone who's sneaking, who's stealthing.
I'm gonna put my robe back on to make me look like one of them.
Okay. So, do Laura and Ellarine also join in the sneaking attempts?
I think Elrain would rather stay and watch. Maybe keep an eye on the crowd. Are they selling concessions?
No. The bakers are in dough or donut, so like no one's there to
Alright.
make the concessions.
No hot dogs or like nachos or anything?
Nope.
Like, no? Okay.
No, this is very much,
Oh.
BYOB kind of situation.
Okay.
You want a Waffle House
Oh,
Goodberry?
yeah, fine. Yeah, she'll just she'll just sit there. Yeah, she'll find a spot to watch the last match though, and the crowd really. She's good,
Yep.
just in case.
Lara had the same thought as Ellarine, so we'll stay
Yeah.
for the same reasons, and she's looking quite dejected.
As
Oh, you did okay.
then as you guys separate, let's get our sneak rolls from the three sneaking off.
Are we going to be in dim light for this?
Not currently. You are outside. It is bright.
Pass without a trace is plus
10.
Plus 10.
37.
35.
my dice is slow. Oh, hey, not bad. 25.
25, 35, 37.
Yep.
Luckily, while there is snow on the ground, it is not snowing currently. There is an easy path to follow where Bookworm was. And it does lead up to Exaltation. But once you get to Exaltation, and inside the building there is no longer an easy trail to follow. There's some, melted snow footprints, but those quickly disappear. Where do you go from here?
Is there anybody around?
No, most people are down watching the basketball game. This is perhaps... While the library has been quiet before, it was always a sort of lived in quiet. This is a little bit more oppressive.
I can send Fembris a message and ask him where he left her.
Now, if this is
we
message
want.
to the camp trip, it would not. You are well without of that range.
I'm too okay, never mind.
Yeah. But along that same line, I would say that Harhar, your passive insight, if Bookworm was coming back here to work, she might have headed to her office.
Yeah. That way.
We sneak in that direction.
Okay. I will let your previous sneak travel over through exaltation. And you will get to Bookworm's office. The door closed.
Is there a keyhole?
Yes,
Can I look through it?
you can.
I look in the keyhole.
As you look in the keyhole, you see the desk, and the rest of like the open area of the room. You don't see Bookworm, but that checks out. If she's sitting at her desk, she would not be in line from the keyhole. You've been in her office before.
Can't see.
In.
We'd get
And we
spotted.
can't hear anything.
As you listen, you don't hear anything.
I mean, we're doing a really good job being sneaky. You could try to just barely crack the door and see if anyone's in there.
Okay. Theod will attempt to open the door just far enough to stick his head in. Quietly.
As as you sort of open the door, it is unlocked. And you peek your head in, and the first thing that hits you is the smell of blood. And that wafts out to Alietra and Harhar as well. And you can see sitting in her chair, Bookworm, throat torn out.
Uh-oh. Theod'll open the door fully, not quietly.
God damn it, Fimbris. Well, time to switch my concentration spell to something.
So
No, good.
I was gonna say, if we go in, I'm gonna shut the door.
Theod's gonna jump into the middle of the room, look around, see if there's anything else in there.
You don't see anything immediately, no.
Okay.
I can only do it. I can only speak one more time.
Yeah.
If there's other threats, though, what if you could use that spell for something else?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I use up all my spells. I'm going to enhance ability intelligence on myself and investigate.
Okay. Roll me an investigation roll.
With advantage. 22.
22. As you look around, the room seems much as you had seen it earlier this day. The only difference, of course, Bookworm's corpse, the blood splattered around it, and then you've noticed something. Around her neck, a broken chain, similar to the links that have been seen before.
Hmm. I wonder if she either pushed or was standing next to someone when they fell in. They grabbed at her, grabbed her chain, pulled, broke it. You said her throat was ripped out. Does it look like? I mean, you know, I'm the beast lady. Does it seem like it's like animal teeth, or like a weapon, or?
Roll me medicine or survival.
Oh, survival for sure. 16.
It does seem to be teeth mark. Bestial teeth marks.
Does it seem like the size-ish of the jaws of that thing that I saw up in the rafters?
It could very well fit the size jaws of the thing in the rafters. It could seem.
Or the things that made the claw marks down on the bridge?
It could very well be of that size.
I'm gonna let everyone know my findings.
Can Theod, hearing that, think back if each of the three people that have been, well, yeah, each of the, no, not Genasi, but the other two that they had met before they died, if they were wearing the same necklace?
Roll a history check, I will say.
19.
19. You didn't see quite such a necklace on Daryl, and with Kalan, it would be hard to see as he was wearing some bits of armor, but out of the two of them, you know for a fact Daryl didn't. You'd seen the neck area, but Kalan could have, and you did find those broken links at
Yeah, I
the
took
place
those.
where he disappeared, where he was last known to be.
Are they the same links as are here with Bookworm?
As you bring them together, they're not identical. They don't match up perfectly, but they are similar enough that they could have perhaps been made by the same tinsmith or jeweler.
Chains clue. Everybody, chains.
Yeah, keep the chains.
I take
Maybe,
the link from here as well.
yeah, maybe we can find out who made them.
And what they hold.
Yeah. I think we should sneak back out.
I'll ask for stealth rolls to sneak back out.
Now are we in dim light?
You are in dim light,
Hell yeah.
but you do not have Pass Without Trace.
Okay, only a 29 then.
Only.
Lovely. Alright. As our sneakers sneak out, let's go back to our stayers. Lara and Ellery, you are watching the casket ball, or paying attention to the crowd. Um, and it's during the middle of the final match, the snow begins to fall. Just a light snowfall, nothing like the blizzard that befell you when you arrived. Ultimately, the winners are Dough or Donut, which gets a hearty cry from the crowd. And as the presentation of parcels at the end, you hear the winning team give a promise that everyone will have a taste of victory as they are presented with these bottles of honey vodka, and as the baker's team holds it up, desserts made with all winnings. So it seems that tonight will be a treat for everybody.
Would you say they write donuts, not tragedies?
Hmm.
Gosh. Uh,
Classic panic.
yeah. Panic before everything went downhill.
Panic at the donut shop. Yes.
That's just every Monday, baby.
We technically sell donuts in a cafe, and I'm always panicking.
I feel like Ellery at one point would have been like, Laura, I think we did pretty good. I mean, considering I'd never played basketball before and in the snow and everything, like, don't look too bad. I think we did pretty good.
I suppose.
Oh, cheer up here. Have a Waffle House theory. Or That's left of one. I already took a bite, but you can have the rest if you want. There you go.
I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, see? That's pretty good. She'll give her a little pat on the shoulder.
As the tournament has come to its end and the crowd is starting to disperse, Ellerine and Lara, your attention is grabbed. There is a sudden flash of crackling white light blazing from the top of Exaltation's central spire, and it is accompanied by the sound of shattering glass. And as you look up to the high tower, gray against the black of the darkening sky and the white of the soft falling snowflakes, and for a moment, the night is still. Beautiful. But then there is another, more violent crash. And you watch in horror as a purple-robed figure is jettisoned from the tower in a second explosion of glass shards. The flailing body makes a dull thud as it smashes into the green-tiled roof and rolls lifelessly onto the rocks far below. And our three sneakers would also have heard all of this, though they did not see any of it.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
We should probably get over
Yes.
there, hey?
Yeah, we should probably go. Come on. We're gonna get up and she's taken off her cassock now because the thing's just gonna get in the way.
Oh, yeah. Mine was taken off and discussed a long time ago.
Yeah, you hear all sorts of cries of concern and chaos. This is unheard of. It's a bit of a mess here, as again, most all of Candlekeep was out here. At this point,
Did we recognize the body at all? Like
no, this
clothing
was
or...
like, this was way off. Like, you're
Okay.
down in a field. This is like from the tallest tower. You just noticed the purple color of their robes is they
Okay.
But I'd say in this chaos, it's not long after this that, of course, the two groups can converge to meet with each other once more.
Lara is booking it.
Body. Yeah. It's this way, guys. This way. Ellerine will point towards where they saw the body go.
The body has fallen into the rocks. It is out of your reach. The tower also is going to take a lot of time to get there. You can start making your way there, but in the chaos, it might, whatever's going on, it's up to you guys how you'd like to proceed, but you do see that there are watchers that are starting to get into action here. They are starting to utilize magics and responding to this. You can, of course, talk amongst each other about what's going on, plan about how to tackle this newest threat. Up to you guys.
Do I see Fembris?
Let's see.
Also,
You do
Lara
not.
had wanted to make a check while we were at the crowd still.
Okay.
Like while the game was going on.
Alright. So Harhar does not see Fembris in the chaos. In the flashback here of during the game, what check does Lara want to make?
Lara is scanning the crowd to see if Feminor is in the crowd.
Alright. Feminor is in the crowd. Or, let's see.
Is she too far away to do an insight?
No. It might. The distance might affect what your insight picks up on, but you can do an insight.
I want to know if her mind looks like it's elsewhere, like she's waiting to hear back on something that could be going on elsewhere. Or if she seems focused on the game.
What you're able to tell, Laura, she is very intent on the game, and you can tell that she is rooting for the relentless tossers.
You guys, we need to go not by people because we have something to tell you.
Okay. Back to our room.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that too far?
No, yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. To like our office, not like lodging, right?
Both of those are
Yes.
pretty, like,
Far away.
yeah, so like you're in a central area of Candlekeep here in the courtyard. You can go to Exaltation and you can get up there, but it's a stair climb. Like that was like all the winding stairs, large cathedral moments that you had in that first session. Now I would say that with all the chaos that is going on right here, not many people are paying attention to you. You all could tell that. They're mostly focused on what just happened. You would also notice amongst this, there are a few watchers that you can see here, one of which includes Tadric, who you were with earlier this day.
And no sign of Fembris.
No, Fembris was here last you saw, but no, you don't, or at least Harhar didn't see him. But again, there's a lot of bodies moving here.
Alicia, will you tell them? I think I'm gonna go talk to Tadris. And then I run off.
Yeah.
Harhar goes to Tadric. Liatra, you've been asked to tell them. What do you tell them?
I don't know. I don't know if she's not good at this kind of thing.
What did you see?
The body falling? Well, no, I didn't, because I was sneaking, so I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't see the body falling.
No.
You saw something else.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Well. So Bookworm might have been killed.
Vital?
Was killed
Oh.
by a beast, by a large beast.
Oh.
Or do we think Fembris killed her?
Well,
He didn't
Bandit
really
was with
strike
them
me
the
as a
whole time.
beast, but
Yeah, I'll fill them in on like the details we saw, but I'll use message so in case anyone's listening, like they're not,
Yeah.
But I'll fill them in the details like that we picked up in the room.
Man, what do these guys wear around their neck? And why is everyone collecting them? Someone collecting them.
like trophies or something.
Valuable. Keys?
Mm.
Would it be Mr. T
Fine.
or?
Can
You
we
gotta
ask?
find one of these great readers and see what they're wearing.
Yeah.
As this is happening, and as Harhar is looking to get to Tadric, Harhar, I would say that with your insight, you're able to notice this. Shortly after you start moving, Tadric's also moving, and in the direction of you, also the rest of your party. He has two other watchers with him. And your insight picks up is that he's looking for you guys. And as soon as he sees you, you are the immediate person of his attention. And we will pick up with the interaction with Tadric after our real life break. When we last left off, Harhar was running towards Tadric. Tadric was running towards Harhar. Two other
With open
watchers.
arms.
Two other watchers are tailing behind Tadric, and you can see for a moment his eyes flicker up back to the tower, and he doesn't try to hide this, meaning that it's very easy for you to read. There is horror in his face. Horror, as well as a sort of resolution, training that's starting to kick in.
I'm ready. Are you ready for me?
Yes, where you need to get to the rest of you.
Oh, I was talking to Faye.
Oh, yeah.
No. I was talking to Faye.
Yeah. Go for it.
So I'm running up to him and I'm like, cutie, hold on. And then I start patting him down, trying to see if he's wearing a necklace.
Give me an investigation check.
Terrible, but okay.
As
7.
you're trying to, like, feel around for a necklace, he grabs your hands, like, both of them in his. Things are going on very quickly, and we need to get to the rest of you people right now because things just got immediately worse.
This is life or death. Are you wearing a necklace?
This is life or death, you're correct. The wards around Candlekeep just fell.
Warts?
There is magic that protects Candlekeep. That's why we can't have the fires in here. It also prevents teleportation into Candlekeep and flying over it. Those just fell.
I'm going to grab him by the hand and then drag him to the people, our group.
Mm-hmm.
But as we do that, tell me if you have a necklace. Tell me if you have a necklace. Tell me if you have a necklace.
Look, I think having a necklace is the least
Tell
of
me
our
if you
worries.
have a necklace.
It is the least of our worries right now because something very bad just happened, and whatever necklace I do or do not have is nothing in comparison here.
He has a necklace.
And
I'm yelling this to the group.
As soon as Tadric is within a close enough distance between him and everybody else, he starts casting a spell and he calls out to the other two watchers behind him, "As we've prepared for." So on Tadric's spell, he targets himself. He targets Harhar, and he will target. That's going to be Lara as well. The other ones will, of course, target Eliatra, Fiad, and Ellarine, as Fly is cast upon you. And Tadric wastes no time in telling the rest of the group, "The wards have been broken. We need to get up to the tower." And
Well, Bandit, I'm joining you in the skies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But as we go, I'm going to message everybody and say, I think he has a necklace.
He, as soon as he tells you the wards are broken and that you gotta go, he starts lifting through the fly spell. And of course, you all felt the magic around you as well.
I don't do magic. How do I go?
You
Do I
go,
just think it?
you think it, and
Lara's asking this out loud.
yes,
How do I go?
the same
Yes,
way
come
you
on, let's
walk,
go.
but it's up.
I mean,
And Ellery will just grab her arm and like, come on. And just help her
I'm
off
gonna
the
nod to
ground.
Bandit to fly over next to her and like demonstrate with his wings.
Bandit very much does so.
I'm so
Theon flap.
tempted to go into a rage just so that this fails.
Well, you're not concentrating on the spell.
Oh, that's true.
So, as you lift into the sky, some more easily than others, you lift to the top of the tower. And as you get there, you see the massive figure, and this is somewhat familiar to some of you who had seen a dark shadow on the rooftops the previous evening. But now the shadow stands there snarling for you all to see. Large clawed hands, a tail that bristles as you appear. And why don't we roll initiatives?
Yeah. 17.
Alrighty. So, as we start off, it is the Beast of Candlekeep who takes the first round, and since Tadric has already stepped down onto the tower, the Beast of Candlekeep goes straight for him. And yes, Max, he goes straight for Tadric.
Not my cutie.
The first strike is going to be, as he runs up, the tail coming forward to strike at Tadric. Which will definitely hit. Tadric falls prone after that impact, and this beast pounces. Two fists straight down upon Tadric's chest. That's going to hit. And then the second one also hits. Alright, and that was... And the final attack from our beast is going to be a bite, which will go right for the throat. Which will hit. And right button. Alright. Alright, with that, it is going to be the end of our beast's turn. As Theod, we come to your go. You are in the air, watching all of this go down.
Concentration didn't drop.
For him, no.
That's good. What's in the room? Are these stars anything?
No, this was just a random... This fits well enough because the other map pack
Okay.
didn't have it.
All of the these open white spaces are broken glass, I assume?
This is not the tower that exploded. But yes,
Oh.
these are windows. But there is a balcony that you can come up onto as well, which is where Tadric stepped down on.
Okay, is there anywhere to hide?
No. Maybe behind
Okay,
Tadric's
I'll
body.
stay there. I'll stay there and I will throw a dart at this creature.
Yeah, go for it.
Is a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit our beast.
I think that's the end of my turn.
Right. Har Har, it is your turn.
Okay. I would like the beast to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma. That is a 7.
Awesome. So I'm going to take my broken nail and cut my finger and whisper a couple of words, and the beast is now baned.
Okay. Hell yeah.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to give myself Bardic Inspiration. And that is the end of my turn.
You don't want to get onto solid ground in case you lose, in case concentration's lost on the fly?
Oh, well, that's fair. This is like the top of a tower? Like,
Yes.
this is like rampart type of thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm going to come... What's the fly speed?
60 feet, I believe, with the spell.
10, 15, 20. 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, I'm gonna come over here.
All right, hell yeah. Tadric is he's gonna get up. He will poof to the other side as he uses a Misty Step. And then holding on to the concentration, goes for some simple sparks of arcane energy out towards the beast. That's a miss. It's another miss. And a final miss. Patrick's trying, but man's a little hurt. Lara, it is your turn.
Okay, Lara's gonna float in past Theod, and as she goes by, she's gonna say, "Don't worry, Teddy, I'll get between it and you." And then Lara's gonna go into a rage.
Yay.
Let me see it, because I think this is the thing I gotta turn on my character sheet.
I do believe that they have an activation for it.
Activate rage. That's fun.
There it is.
So I've done that. Now I'm gonna headbutt this creature, I think, and I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Hell yeah.
Drive my horn right into its something.
A
Soft.
17 just hits.
Okay, that's great. And then is this? I don't know. Is my sheet already factoring in the +2? Is
I
it
do believe
smart
it.
enough to do that?
Does it not do that when you activate it? I know that it didn't
No,
do it
you
in the
got-
2014.
No, you got to add +2 to yourself when you get done rolling damage.
But hang on. Once a turn while I'm raging, I can do 2 times my rage damage bonus through Spellhammer. So I'm gonna add 4 to that, and it'll be 14 points of damage. And and then I'm gonna attack it again. This time I'll level a kick at it. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it does 13 points of damage.
Alright. And anything else for Laura, or I do believe that is it.
Oh, my unarmed... Oh, never mind. Yeah, my unarmed strikes count as magical, if that matters to you. And that'll be it for me.
Good to know. Ellerine, it is your turn.
Right. We said, are these all open windows or just the one that they were going in on?
So these are like ramparts, not quite windows. There are, like, if it's like the left half, it's windows. If it's the right half, ramparts.
Okay, so like battlements. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know if I need to make a circuitous, like fly around, or could go kind of in.
Yeah, you can go in
Okay.
if you're on the right side. If you're on the left side, you gotta kind of fly around to the right side or break a window.
You said fly 60 feet, right?
Fly is 60 feet.
Okay. I think this is 35 to get over here. She comes in down over here. Here. And get next to Har. And now she will give her a little butt smack and cast Sanctuary and say, remember, Tadric's watching. You have Sanctuary using her innate cleric abilities.
Woohoo.
And that's a bonus action. So main action, she will try and cast Holy Word at this creature.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, 22.
22 hits.
Or 11 radiant damage.
And that doesn't have anything special for fiends, does it?
It does, actually.
What is the specialty for fiends?
If the target is a Fey, Fiend, or Undead, its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Lovely. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you for telling us it's a Fiend.
Oops. Alright. That will then come to Oleatra. It is your turn.
All right. I'm going to fly here. Oop. I'm going to hit it with Hunter's Mark. So it has Hunter's Mark. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks with my bow.
Go for it.
So attack 1. Nat 20.
Heck yeah.
So
Yeah, that hits.
so that plus my hunter's mark.
Which actually is going to do more damage with the way that we do our crits. That turn that 3 into an 8, so that's 5. It's 8 plus 4, so 17 plus 6 is 23 plus another 5 is 28.
Okay, that's my first attack. Second attack. Well,
That's a miss, unfortunately.
I got real cocky. Also, because I hit it with my bow, it also reduces its speed by another 10 feet. So it has minus 20 speed now.
Okay. Cool. It's our beast's turn on, and it's not doing great. And um, he's gonna attempt a tail slam against Lara,
He's got advantage.
and then he also has a deficit of 4 from the Bane. So that becomes a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits me.
Alright. For 12 bludgeoning damage, and then I need a strength saving throw.
I will take 6. I make those with advantage right now, I
You
think.
do.
Yep. That'll be a 19.
Alright, you are not knocked prone. But he is going to go for some punches against you as well. That is going to be a 14 on the first one.
Just hits me.
Alright, for 11 bludgeoning.
Take 5.
Alright, that's another 24. For 11. And then that is going to be 13, which is a miss. So you do not get the bite. Theod, it's your turn.
Theod will draw his single dark metal dagger, and he's gonna run in and stab this thing,
Okay.
or attempt to. I rolled a 24.
Alright, a 24 hits.
Minimum damage of 5, and then I get sneak attack. For 6 damage. I will then use my bonus action to disengage and run over here.
Alright. A figure bursts through the door. As Silvira appears, and you can see that she's not in the best state. The sweats are still present. She looks haggard, but her eyes are focused solely on the beast. And as she rushes in, she casts a spell. me just get something real quick. That's what I wanted to know. So, as Sylvira casts the spell, the next thing that you notice is that Sylvira has moved closer and is casting another spell. And if anyone would like to roll a Arcana check here, no action. No action, no reaction, just
I can
come
do that
on.
with survival instead.
sure.
22.
I rolled a 5. I'm sure that helps.
I rolled a natural one, so it doesn't matter.
12.
And I rolled a 3. A +7.
All right. What Theod recognizes with a 22 is that Sylvira probably cast a very powerful spell known as Time Stop. As she is now going to create a wall of force that pushes Lara back and away from the beast. And that's all that Sylvira can do, as she will call out, "Don't hurt him!" Harhar, it's your turn.
I don't care about Sylvira. I say thanks, Ellie, and then run over here to Tadric and cast Cure Wounds on him. Which is not a great roll, but he has 6 more points than he has.
Alright. Does not get him out of bloodied, however. Alright, so that's movement.
It
that's
might get him
action.
out of blood. Yeah, hold on one second. Come on. Never mind. That's my turn.
Okay. Then with that, it will go to Tadric's turn, and sort of holding himself together, calls back out to Sylvia, "Are you mad?" And he's going to take a dodge action here as he's trying to figure out what's going on. Lara, it is your turn. There is a wall of force in front of you. You felt the energy sort of
tell
repel
me
you
about
back.
that wall of force.
It's a wall of magical energy that has repelled you back.
Yeah. Can I move through it?
No.
Okay. Does it actually end where it shows, like, because I still have fly cast on me, I'm assuming. Can I fly around it?
You can. Now, you did also hear where Silvira had called out, "Don't hurt him."
Yeah. I'm gonna fly over to Silvira and I'm gonna attempt to grapple.
To grapple Silvira?
I'm just gonna grab her by the front of her robes and be like, "What do you mean, don't hurt it?
Oh, you got to
Alright.
hit something.
Explain."
Alright, what's the DC for your grapple?
That's a great question. I have no idea. We look at what. DC is 8 plus proficiency, so that's 11 plus strength, which is 4, so that would be 15.
Alright. As you go to grapple her, you're able to grab onto her her robes for just a moment, but she winds out of it as she gets a 16 on her dexterity. And the only
Alright.
thing she says to you, "Him, not it."
Explain more! And I grab her again with my second attack.
She gets a 17. She is expecting it this time.
Okay, was that enough to extend my rage without having to use my bonus action to do so?
Yeah, an unarmed strike. The grapple is part of unarmed strike. That's a type of attack.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my once a day feature with my bonus action to activate my Eldritch Claw tattoo. So as I get angrier and angrier, because I finally am allowed to hit something, but now I'm not allowed to hit something, and I try and get her to explain, and she's not explaining, and I try that twice and it fails. I'm just getting more amped up, and my claw, or people probably hadn't noticed it before, but very faintly, a slightly darker shade of purple than my skin, there's a bunch of tattoos that go up my back and down my arms, and they glow bright purple, and spectral claws come out from my knuckles, and I'm just looking even more ready to go, and that'll be my turn.
Alright. Ellerine, it is your turn.
Okay. I think we're going to do something really unusual. We're going to try anyway. And I think we are going to cast in a 15-foot sphere or something like that. Let's see. And we'll just pop everyone here. We are going to cast Zone of Truth.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Oh, I gotta make this save too, yeah?
It's only... It's a creature that enters spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts his turn there, makes the charisma save. So, unless you move there or you start your turn there, you don't have to make the save yet.
Okay.
But she's gonna do that and be like, "Hey, what's the big? Come on! Uh, uh, we were gonna get coffee and everything. Like, what do you mean? Is he like the coffee monster? Come on, talk to us. And that'll be her turn.
Alright, and with that, Elytra, it's your turn. There is an invisible wall of energy that you had seen sort of
Yeah.
push Lara back.
Yeah. Well, I have flight speed to be able to fly like out this window and then like, you know, be like here.
Huh?
Here. And there, so I won't hit Lara with my my arrows because I'm like, okay, until she talks, this thing's dangerous and attacking us, and I'm gonna keep attacking it because I don't care. It's a beast.
Technically, it's a fiend.
So, oh, fiend, what? Beast, fiend, whatever.
That's right in the name. Beast. Candlekeep.
Okay, 19.
19 hits.
So 6 plus the 100 mark bonus. So 12 damage total. First attack.
As the arrow strikes and the beast sort of cries out, Sylvira's eyes immediately go over to Elytra, and you can see fire in them. Anger that you had not seen before.
I'm gonna notch my next arrow and just be like, if you want us to stop attacking, tell us who this guy is, because you said it was he. And I realized she's not gonna say on my turn, but just wanted to throw that out there. Attack again. 20 to hit.
Okay.
5 plus 4 damage to 9 damage. And then bonus action, I'm gonna have bandit attack. Which is, where did it go? He does 1 plus 6 to attack. So I'll just roll like a d20 here.
Yep.
So
That hits.
15 plus 6, yes. And then it's 1d4 plus 6 damage. So he does 10 damage. And then I'm gonna have him fly out of the thing's range because he's a flying beast. He doesn't take opportunity attacks and he leaves people's range. So he's gonna get out of range of the thing so that it doesn't hurt him. And that's my
It
turn.
is the beast's turn. And the beast runs. And crashes
Oh,
out
it
of
also has minus 10 speed because of my bow again. Anytime I hit it.
Yeah, well, it's using its action to
Oh.
dash, so
Well, that's fair.
it runs. And as it crashes out the window, I will say, for the purposes of this encounter, you're no longer bound to initiative. That does not mean... Right. Let's go. Guys, Sylvira, very much angry at Elytra is walking over that way and fails the charisma save against Zone of Truth. She does not seem to be worried about that. She's worried about Elytra. She drops concentration on the Wall of Force. And Elytra, if you could please make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, 18.
Oh, is this hang on. I am still raging. Is this a saving throw against a spell?
No. This is
Oh,
a more
never
narrative
mind.
thing.
I don't have anything.
Sylvira is raising a hand against you, perhaps in
To
a form
slap me.
very much an attack, a slap. With your 18, you're able to avoid it, and then it's up to you how you wish to do that. Do you wish to dodge out of the way? Do you wish to grab her hand?
I feel like I'm gonna dodge out of the way, and then I'm gonna draw my short sword and just kind of point it, like level at her, like not touch her with it, but just sort of level at her and be like, tell us who that was.
This is my son. And he wasn't acting in his own mind. And yet you still go after him, after I told you not to.
Okay, well, we don't know that, lady. You can't just assume that we all have the information that you have.
I told you not to go after him. There's so much going on here. We don't have time for idle conversations. And now he's...
Hey, look, I'm just saying you could have led with that. Like, hey, this is my kid. Don't touch him. Just saying.
Okay. So, you're gonna tell me who you said it was your son. You're gonna tell me what his name is, what that type of creature is, and why he is that. Or I'm gonna hit you with a sword.
He's not going to hit you with the sword. Just answer the question, though.
His name is Masikoto. And he is like that because he is not of any mortal pairing. He was conceived on a trip I had made in the abyss.
All right, get it.
No judgments.
Okay, I'm gonna lower my sword a little bit, not all the way, but just a little bit. And I'm gonna say, okay, you said he was not under his own control? Then who's controlling him?
No. But Mossy, he yearns for freedom, yes, but he is not violent.
Clearly he's been violent because he's killed at least 2 people, if not more.
He is of nature. Someone is influencing him.
I'm gonna kind of look to the rest of the group and message let me see. I'll message Har and be like, what do you think? So I feel like she has good read on people.
Can I roll an insight? And by me, I mean you.
Yeah, we can 100% have an insight for Har Har.
And technically, Har is in the zone of truth, so.
Har Har, with
Just
everything
saying.
that's going on right now, with so much that has happened between this small group of people, the anger, the fighting, the pleading, it's hard to get a read on Sylvira.
I'm going to respond to her message and say, I don't know if she's telling the truth. Because I wouldn't know that she failed her charisma save. I don't know that she's telling the truth, but it would take a lot to try and step in front of something like that in the middle of battle. So I'm more inclined to believe her.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that I know that Theod knows this. I don't know that he shared it. She used a very powerful type of magic to assist this creature, protect him.
Yeah.
If from where Theod was standing, a creature ran right past him. Could I have seen if it looked angry or possibly scared?
Yeah, let's get an insight check for Theod. I'll roll that for you here
Sure.
real quick.
Why not?
Alright. It looked scared and hurt when it was leaving.
And I kind of looked out the window. That's kind of where I'm standing now. Can I see where it went, or is it just gone?
You watched as it like went over the different rooftops, and then it sort of like disappeared behind one of them, like just out of your sight.
All right. Once it's gone, Theod will kind of waddle back to the group. He's definitely going to pass through the zone of truth, not really knowing that it's there. And her magic helped it. It was scared.
Well, I trust the odd with my life at this point, so I will just the odd. I'll
Rightfully so.
lower my. No, I trust you guys. I'll lower my sword, resheath it, and be like, okay.
A nat 20, the charisma saving throw. Just if anyone was curious.
And I'll just
That's
I'll like indicate like I'll do it slowly, like I'm indicating like I'm putting my weapon away, and I'm gonna say, you have to help us figure out what's going on then,
I will
because
do.
clearly you've been trying to help this kid on your own and it's not been working.
I will help as best as I can, but. And you can see now where she sort of falters, and you can see the right arm now in full display, the sort of blackened veins that are coming off of a bite wound.
Girl.
Oh my goodness. When did that happen?
The other night, Mazikoto, he bit me, while I was trying to get him back into his quarters. As I said, he yearns for freedom. He lashed out because I was trying to put him back where he is safe. But his nature, he's more dangerous than he knows. His bite carries the risk of a horrible infection. I'll be fine.
Have you tried to heal it? Have you talked to a healer?
I'm trying to keep this under wraps. Until now, no one, except for Kalan and Janasi, had known Mazikoto's existence beyond rumor. But it is not the first time I have dealt with this sickness. Just need to take some time to
How
rest.
old is he?
13?
Ah, teenagers.
Is that why things are tense between you and Janesi? Did he find out a few days ago that you have a child with a different father?
No. Janasi has known of Mazikoto during our entire relations. He was upset that Mazikoto had escaped his quarters. He was running around Candlekeep in the evenings.
Where are his quarters?
There is an old bell tower that has been cut off, and I have created a demi-plane within it that is filled with all sorts of things that Mazikoto likes, but he doesn't wish to return. He likes it on the outside, and I've tried coaxing him back in, but he resists, and I thought that if he wasn't causing any trouble, it would be okay. But it is.
Well, he's 13. Have you tried anime?
You know,
That
I
might be good
haven't.
bait.
I'll have to see what we have in the stacks. Maybe he'll like something.
Well, that'd be manga,
Manga
right?
section.
If it's a book. Yeah.
Give him a little Sailor Moon, it'll be fine.
Sorry. Do you know how he's? Do you know how he got out of his quarters of the demiplane?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
Could
maybe
you
we
show
should go
us?
talk to. Sorry.
No,
Uh,
finish what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say maybe we should go talk to Kalan and
Well,
you know.
Kalan is the gate warden that is presumed dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But as you speak of wanting to talk to people, particularly Kalan, you hear footsteps, and you would notice figures coming in, Thalez, Feminor, Alai, um, as well as a few other
Hey,
about.
Faye, can I time out?
Yeah.
Because while they're having this conversation, I'm not listening at all. I am like completely trying to like heal Tadric, but also heal him up for a freaking necklace. So I am going to cast Cure Wounds again on him, but make it to where, hey, I'm gonna heal you, but I'm gonna like put it right here to try and feel for a necklace.
Okay.
if you're wearing any metal jewelry, you have to remove it before the procedure.
Yep, exactly.
All right. So,
Who has heat metal?
I'm going to
Someone has heat metal,
say,
right?
I'm gonna say, I want you to roll me a sleight of hand to hide
Okay.
your feeling up under the spell.
Intentions.
Get it, baby.
Okay. I can also be really persuasive, I'm just saying, but
I'm sure you could.
sleight of hand. It's a 9.
All right. So while you heal up, it's very obvious that you're touching him up to find the spell, or not the spell, the necklace. Which you do find a necklace. And there is uh a pouch that is held onto the necklace. And he just sort of like, before you can like do anything, but like you see it, he like grabs your hands around the pouch, so like you can't take it.
I don't want to take it. He gets 15 hit points for the
He's no
record.
longer bloodied, but now he is very
Yeah.
eyes on you, locked on.
Well, I'm gonna look at him locked on. Cutie, I wasn't kidding about the necklace. People are killing people for necklaces. I'm just trying to keep you safe. I mean, I will stand up with a flourish and walk to the group.
That leaves Tadric thinking things over. He may or may not piece together some puzzles.
I'm gonna ask the group too. I don't know if you guys want to try to find what's his face? I forget his name. The kid who likes
Fembris?
anime.
Oh no, Mozzie
No,
killed him.
not. Well, I'm sure Fembris likes anime.
I mean,
but-
that's probably true. I mean,
no,
Fembris and Mozzie
the
are the ones
fiend's
that like,
child, the
yeah,
13-year-old.
yeah.
Because
Anime
I'm
club
still
after
concentrating
hours.
on Hunter's Mark. It lasts up to an hour, and I have advantage to track the creature that I have Hunter's Mark on while I have it up. So for the next hour, minus, it's been a couple minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's productive right now, but I just want to throw that out there for the group because you guys, if you want to.
Um,
I think that's good to know.
the
good to know. A bunch of people just showed
yeah.
up.
Rewinding back to before the scene with Tadric. Again, some avowed showed up, including 3 great readers. We have Therese, we have Feminor, and we have Eli. And eyes wide, and what's going on?
We chased the beast off the tower here. That's what's going on. What's going on with you?
Feminor is the one that needs to keep our heads in order, and we need to gather everyone. And Therese, gather everyone. No, we need to do is lockdown. Wait this out. Why? I fear that I might be agreeing with Feminor here. We need to get people together. We need to fight back against whatever's going on here. And they start sort of talking over each other. And at this point, Tadric sort of stands up and quiet. Enough. And the great readers are taken aback at this. But he doesn't pay attention to them. He turns to you. The gate warden's presumed dead. Keeper's dead. First reader is dead. There's an attack on Candlekeep. And like everyone else is now going crazy at hearing that, the first reader is dead. It seems that the news of Bookworm had not gotten to them yet. Candlekeep is on a brink of destruction without the wards and with whatever attack is going on here. As acting leader of the Watchers, I pledge them in support to your efforts as long as they align with protecting Candlekeep. Can I trust on you to do that?
Is that not us?
Yeah, he's doing this to you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, I'm still trying to wrap this up so I can get home.
But she said,
Of course you do. This is what we've been trying to do in the first place.
Yes, and now we have an injured party. And she'll look at Silvira. And we'd like to get her back to her room so she can rest. Isn't that right, Silvira?
Actually, I think that perhaps we continue this elsewhere.
Okay, I lied. Not intentionally. I didn't ask her first. We can do that.
No, that was Tadric saying that to you guys.
Oh.
Okay.
And as he looks over your group, you know what? He's had a very good interaction with Harhar in this short amount of time. Harhar, you hear Adric's voice in your mind. He doesn't speak. You don't see his lips move or anything, but you hear him in your mind, and I can't say much like this, but I fear one of the great readers is corrupt. We must head to the High Library.
Harhar will just try to act nonchalant, but look at him and wink, and then go back to not looking at him, like very nonchalantly, because she doesn't want to say anything with the 3 other great readers there.
And so,
You guys need to rest. Let's go.
I need a nap.
Come on.
I know just the place.
Yeah, ouch.
Kokomo. What?
while there is a commotion from the other about gathered, not just from, of course, the news of Bookworm, but from Tadric's display. And I would say that between your passive insights and perceptions, you're able to piece this together, even if it's not immediately. What Tadric has just done, it essentially made you all the highest authority at Candlekeep for the time being by devoting the Watchers to you.
Well, yeah. Bandit's feeling real arrogant about that.
Oh, 100%. Bandit knew
He's like,
that.
oh yeah,
This
that's
is what
what
I'm about.
Yeah. Bandit knew that he was the highest authority. Now everyone else does.
I.
So I'm
So
gonna
are we going?
nonchalantly leave that high library. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask where we were going, like specifically,
I'm not
where we
gonna
were
tell
heading
you
to.
where we're going. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna nonchalantly lead us there.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Tadric's also like sort of walking beside where Harhar is, so like it's the two of them kind of leading you guys away. Um and I think that we will pick up with our next session at the doors to the High Tower Library.